out there and say thank you so much for what you do. Back out to the action on the beach. Little backside slider there on the right-hand side. Nice little drifting move. And have we? No, we haven't shifted gears for another heat. We're still finalizing heat number 3 here in the 18 to 21. No, we might have a new set of riders. Forgive me.
Yeah.
This is heat number 4.
This is my boy. This is Beryl from France.
Okay. So, Frenchie in the water.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Beryl in orange.
Okay.
You can call him Beryl. Beryl works.
Okay.
Little Bill.
Okay, Beryl.
Kyle Detman and is going to be in the yellow. And then the Sean Malik in the green that we see running right now towards our liner. Classic Sean move right there.
Yeah, and Sean working the camera for us, has to step down and.
So I believe Connor Brashier that replaced him at the camera.
Connor's on the stands right now. He's on the control knobs. All right.
Exactly.
All right, Connor.
So they're gonna go back and forth because they're not competing in the same division. So when Sean's in the water, it'll be Connor.
Awesome. So. Good to see that he's out there competing, and good to see that you got your boy there from France now. So is he?
He's been staying at Texas House. He's been here for 2 weeks, skimming from sunrise to sunset. No kidding. Like he'll be at the beach at 6 a.m. and then I get off for go a little session before sunset. He'd still be skimming.
Really?
Yeah.
That's classic. Ooh, nice.
Oh, Beryl, get Beryl. On the left.
Yeah, Barrel's in the orange.
Yeah.
And then once again, Kyle is in the yellow.
Pittman in the yellow, and then Sean Malik in the green. So 2 guys are going to advance out of this heat to the semifinals. It's going to be 2 4-man semifinal after.
Now, is this someone, Beryl, that you grew up skimboarding with?
No,
was he younger?
Much younger.
Yeah, I figured as
definitely
much.
much younger. Didn't grow up with him, but heard about him because I've been obviously living here for about 8 years now. So heard about him. Of course, I have plenty of good friends down there that have been telling me about him, and I've met him a couple of times. But this time he actually came for 2 weeks and came at the shop, pick up his brand new board, practice all day, and then sleep under Texas House in the tent.
Good for him.
There
well, here he
is.
goes.
Yeah.
Following in the footsteps of one Matthew Tebow, who has become the legend there, and they're all aspiring to follow in your footsteps, my friend, and come to the States and around the world and compete.
Yeah, he was hesitating between entering M or Pro. I mean, if he comes back next year, we'll see how it goes. But he decided to enter his amateur division as a start, like 18 to 21.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Get your feet wet. It's a lot.
Sean Malik going front side. I couldn't.
But see that? Rail. Look, I kept my feet on. You guys see it? That's the old classic.
Gripped the board with his toes.
Your toes. You do anything to hang on to that, and then you want to show. But the judges know when you're in that layback stance. But it's one of those things. You also want to keep your board next to you. You want to keep it next to you at all times. You don't want to be chasing your sled.
Wrap right there.
Oh boy, there's some surf, and these guys aren't going to shy away from it. But 18 to 21 year olds are in the water. Local time here in California, 11:12 a.m. Saturday, August 29th. You're watching the VIC 39th annual Victoria World Championships of Skimboarding from Aliso Beach in South Laguna, California. This is it, folks. It's a spot to be for the weekend. It's been a while. We've been talking about this shift to get back to August. We watch a nice turn in yellow.
From Kyle. No. Kyle Dittman?
Yeah, that was Kyle.
Kyle Dittman. Yeah, Kyle. And
But we talked about the shift of that, and, we would be under June gloom, gloomier skies, slightly colder water, different tidal conditions, and in and around the U.S. Open of golf, and you'd just be a totally different vibe. But here we are.
Wow, there's a monkey drop, huh?
Yeah.
Monkey drop going front side
and
to
an air
drop and completion of ride. Great. It's good to lock one of these scores front side. Now he can, he's got his score front side. He can't focus on.
It's good enough to hold that one down.
Like wrap barrel, because pretty much, the highest score. This is it. This is
that's it.
The big set. You're gonna wrap it, get barreled.
Right, and he can leave that alone unless you see your competitor get one. Then you're like, ooh, if you see them,
and it's coming.
If you see them get a front side that might be better than yours, but again, only need to advance. You don't need to win this heat. You just need to advance. Look at now, that's getting off the beach, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was just a big surge this morning when I was in the water about 7:45. Just wasn't as clean, and now things are starting to separate, back off a little bit. Ooh, having to deal with the glitch. Carry your speed. You got to get deep now. You get caught up high right there. So it's a little fickle situation happened in that part of the beach. As the tide starts to drop and the current wants to push away, meaning it's coming from left to right on your screens you're looking, there's a little push coming. And so that incoming wave is just giving it, almost wants to push you out of it, your momentum away. So you have to get up and over that bump and go low. And watch how Beaker rides that section, switch foot later.
So,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
What am I
no.
thinking?
Yeah.
Billy is notably absent.
He's in the last scene in Cabo San Lucas.
Last scene.
Last scene.
Yes. It's just easy thing to say. You would expect him to be here, of course. So, but Bill Bryan, 14, 15-time champ. I've lost count. He's won so many of the darn things. Ooh, Nelly. That's going to be, it's also going to start shelving up a little bit in that section as well, Matthew. So we got to get these pros in the water.
Yeah.
I don't see any indicators of the wind kicking up yet.
No, it's not. If they don't go, I would be surprised after this. Because then, if we were to go for another M heat, that would be the 22 to 24, and that would be 3 heats. So we're looking at 3 times 10 minutes. So we're looking at another 30 minutes. Here's barrel. Oh, nice little liner cover up. Same thing for Sean. They kind of had like similar waves, both. A little like frontside liner, backside liner for Sean, frontside for barrel, and they both completed the ride. They both scored on this one for sure.
All you're trying to do is get a few under your belt. See if you can. Oh, good looking setup and just perfectly set up. Not the biggest of waves, but opened up nicely. Great speed through the turn, carried the momentum through the turn. I love when I see a rider carry the momentum through the turn, and you know what I mean when you're bogging into it or falling into it, as opposed to driving into it. And he drove through that turn. He got all the way around and through. I love to see that. Ooh, boosting on the air, loses the board, loses the grip, but the body was still in perfect form.
Yeah.
Had he had a board stuck to his feet.
Might have been
18 to 21-year-old amateurs.
This is Kyle Dittman going for a wrap, pumping. Got a little early, so he had to gain some speed by pumping a little bit.
You know, and that probably is not going to make his top 3, but he did a really good thing there in that he still fought himself back to the beach. You saw him just grab his board, so it's better than falling.
There you go, Sean Malek.
Oh, look at the style.
Nice.
Really
Little
light.
laid back.
Yeah, the little slee stack entry there, coming into that thing all mellow
Stalled.
yellow. Yeah, he came into it just all stoked. So things are kind of busying up here. Barrel in France. Oh, nice adjustment and just missed it. You see, he tried to get over. He needed
he tried half a second late on this
buy
one.
some real estate there and jump on over, but not a whole lot happening. And he got there late, but you know he still made a good turn, good effort off it.
Yeah.
So this is his first trip altogether to.
First trip to California, yeah.
Oh, drifting 360 on the way out. Malik with another
double
one.
360.
So now
Out to the wave and on the wave.
he's been very busy in this seat. So you watching at home, it's, you know, whether you want to judge or not, sometimes it's not that hard to see what's going on. Now, sometimes things are out of frame, folks. So we do our best, but when you got somebody going left, someone going right, you don't know what your other competitor's doing. But it's the same as when you're in the water as well. You just have to stay busy and believe and have confidence in what you're doing. The worst is like, gosh, I know I got 4 or 5 good ways. How could I have been eliminated?
Who's getting?
And that looks like we've got to the end of this heat. So the 18 to 21s is all wrapped up. And, folks, we are going to take a short break. When we come back, I guarantee it. Well, I feel pretty good about it. Professionals going to hit the water. It's the VIC 39th Annual. Stay with us.